game, get in the game, say it. Get in the game, get in the game.
I am somebody. I was playing some kids the other day for the $1,000, and they said, Coach, we'd rather play for the watch. So sometimes kids want to play for the watch instead of the money. Now, who wants to challenge me? I need to play a female. Come on, let's go. Chop, chop. Okay, we shake hands. Start my clock. Start my clock. All right, now I'm losing, little class. If this go to 0, she win the money. So, I focus, I focus, I focus. Say it.
Focus, I focus, I focus.
She's winning, class. Give her a hand. But sacrifices must be made. The clock. Free government cheese. Help me out, class.
Free government cheese.
You could do this.
Free government cheese.
Help me out, class.
Free government cheese.
Help me out, class.
Free government cheese.
Yummy. Yummy, yummy for my tummy. Yummy. Ooh, free food. Yummy.
Oh boy. Surely in trouble now.
Yummy. Yummy, yummy for my tummy. No, it's not checkmate. It's not checkmate. It's check. When you can run, capture, or block. Help me out, class.
Run, capture,
Now,
block.
anytime you have a pen, you bring a friend. Say, anytime you have a friend, anytime you have a pen, you bring a friend. Now, the bishop cannot capture that because if the bishop moves, he'll be in danger. Danger, danger. Help me out, class.
Danger, danger, danger.
I'm playing you next. Get ready. Make it okay to fail. Make it okay to what?
Fail.
Every master was once a disaster. Everybody starts off at 0. I flew to Philadelphia. I played in a chess match, and I lost my first 8 games. Help me out, class.
First 8 games.
Help me out, class.
First 8 games.
And I went to my 9th game, and I won by default because my opponent never showed up. God is good. You feel me? I'm sitting at the board. He never showed up. So sometimes in life, you'll win by showing up. Now, if my clock go to 0, she wins the money. So I got to focus, I focus, I focus. Let me hear you say it.
Focus, focus, focus.
Checkmate. Game over.
Ah.
Thanks for playing. That's how I learn. I succeed by learning. Make it okay to fail. Every master was once a disaster. I am somebody. Give a hand, class.
Get in the game, get in the game, say it. Get in the game, get in the game.
They are, the lighter color is always white, and the darker color is always considered black. So the colors doesn't matter. The light means white, and the dark means black. So here's the teachable moment. Say teachable moment.
Teachable moment.
Say black.
Black
and white.
And white
is the same.
is the same.
Don't play the blame game.
Don't play the blame game.
Play to win.
Play to win.
Say I am responsible.
Responsible.
See, in life, you're born with everything you need. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you come from. Let me give you an example. The guy who wrote the foreword for our book, his name is Jack Canfield. And he's a millionaire. He's a millionaire. He's staying in a $6 million house in California. Anyway, I needed him to write the foreword for my book. And he said, well, Orrin, I don't really have time to write the foreword for your book. I'm busy. But I graduated from Harvard, and I really believe I can beat you in chess. I said, okay, no problem. I said, if we challenge each other and I get lucky and I win, will you write the foreword then? He said, yeah, if you beat me, I'll write the foreword. That's fair. So I was able to beat him. Now, he graduated from Harvard. I graduated from Hayes in the hood. Now, Hayes is a high school. Hayes is a what?
High school.
Now, Disney hired me not long ago to do something because of my PhD. I just hope they never find out what it stands for. My PhD stands for Public High School Diploma. They said, oh, we're going to pay you a lot of money to teach these people because you have a PhD, and I do. My PhD say public. Say high school.
High school.
Diploma.
Diploma.
I have
a
PhD.
A PhD.
I just hope they don't find out what it means. Okay. So what I'm teaching you guys is when I played Jack Canfield, I was able to beat him and he wrote the foreword for my book. My book is called One Move at a Time. What's my book called?
One move at a time.
But my message is that everybody can be someone if they make the right move. Say nature is neutral. Nature is what?
Neutral.
Nature is neutral. So the board is defined by A through H. Say A through H. Say 1 through 8. Say each square has its own name. This is David 5. Say David 5. So I say David, it could be Delphin, it could be Deidre, it could be Deborah, whatever. D like David 5. See, this is D5. Each square is on. So this D5, D6, D7, D8, and so on. Each square has its own name. This is Henry 8. So each square has its own name. Now the reason that's important is that if you're recording your games, then you can type up what is going on. Like I can say he moved his pawn to E4. That's E4. Say E4. E4. He moved his pawn to E5. He played knight F3. Knight F3. Let me hear you say it. Knight F3. Help me out, class. 1, 2, turn. Knight F3. 1, 2, turn. That's how the knight moves. 1, 2, turn. Help me out, class.
1, 2, turn.
So the knight is the only piece that can leap over all the other pieces. The knight is the only piece that can do what?
Leap over all the other pieces.
So let's look at this on the board. The pawn moves straight ahead. The knight moves 1, 2, turn. This is 0. 1, 2, turn. Help me out, class.
1, 2, turn.
In an L shape.
1, 2, turn.
In an L shape.
1, 2, turn.
So that's how the knight moves. Now, the bishop moves on a slant. Bishop moves on a what?
Slant.
Bishop moves on a slant. Now, the king is the weakest piece on the board. The king is the what?
The weakest piece on the
Yeah, he
board.
leads from behind. He leads from behind. But the king can move twice only when it's castling. 1, 2, jump. Help me out, class.
1, 2, jump.
That's castling. That's protecting the king. Now, you cannot castle if you're in danger. That's just like having a car accident and said, I'll take the insurance. You got to get the insurance before you get in danger. Say, get the insurance.
Get insurance
Before
before
danger.
danger.
So now I can castle because I'm not in danger. But let's say black had a piece here and black put me in check. Now my king is in danger. Check means danger, danger, danger. Help me out, class.
Danger, danger,
So
danger.
the check means danger. Now if you cannot get out of danger, that's checkmate. But if you're in danger, you can run, capture, or block. Let me hear you say it.
Run, capture, or block.
Let me hear you say it.
Run, capture, block.
You could do this.
Run, capture, block.
You could do it here.
Run, capture,
Okay,
block.
so if you're in check, you can run, capture, block. Now in this case, I can block. But let's say I want to castle. You cannot castle if you're in check. So you got to castle before you get checked. So if I block, and then he go here, now I can do a 1, 2, jump. Help me out, class.
1, 2, jump.
That's called castling. Now, so let's recap. The pawns move straight ahead. First of all, white moves first. What color moves first?
White.
White moves first. So let's say this is a real game. I'll show you a scenario. Okay, let's go over all the pieces. Pawns move straight ahead. How does the pawn move?
Straight ahead.
Okay, so let me go up on the board. Okay, so pawns move straight ahead. Say straight ahead.
Straight
That's
ahead.
how the pawns move. Now, if black turn to move here, this is a brick wall. Say brick wall.
Brick wall.
Pawns capture on a slant. Pawns captures on a what?
On a slant.
So if white goes here, what can black gobble? This. They eat people. These pawns eat people. They what?
Eat people.
Yummy. You can capture like so. So pawns capture on a slant, but they move straight ahead. So that's how the pawn moves. Now the knight moves on a capital L. Say capital L.
Capital L.
So this is the knight. Okay, so the knight, and this is the pawn. P-A-W-N. Okay, now the knight moves on a capital L. Capital what?
Capital L.
Say 0. Say 1.
1,
2.
2,
Turn.
turn.
Knight moves on a capital L. Now, how does the bishop move? Say on a slant.
On the slant.
So the bishop moves on a slant. So the bishop is go bishop. It moves like bam and bam. Now the bishop stays on his color. It sticks to its religion. This bishop stays on the light colors the entire game. This bishop stays on the what color?
Dark.
The entire what?
Game.
No matter
What?
no matter what. So that's how the bishop moves. Now then you have what we call the rook. It's not a book, it's a rook. It's a what?
Rook.
Now the rook moves side to side and straight ahead. Say side to side
Side to
and
side.
straight ahead.
Straight ahead.
Say like a sidewalk.
Like the
For an
side.
example, see the block? Block this way or block that way. And with rook and minute, move as many empty squares as possible. Say many
Many
empty squares
empty
as
squares
possible.
as possible.
Okay, so that's how the rook moves. The rook moves, watch, look up here in the book, class. Rook moves bam and bam. Now let's talk about the queen. The queen is the most powerful piece on the board. Say most powerful piece.
Most powerful
The
piece.
queen is considered the big one. What's the big one?
The queen.
The pawn is considered the small one. What's the pawn considered?
The small
But
one.
the small one can become the big one. Say the small one
The small one
can become
can become
the big one.
the big
If
one.
the small one makes it to here, you have 4 options. How many options?
4.
Say queen,
Queen,
bishop,
bishop,
knight,
knight,
or rook.
or rook.
Almost always you will get a what?
Queen.
Why?
Because it's the most powerful piece on the board.
Right. The queen's the most powerful piece, so chances are excellent you're going to get the queen. Now, there are some exceptions to that rule, but you don't need to know that on your level. On my level, championship level, I have to know everything. I have to know what?
Everything.
Because when I went to the World Open, my plan A didn't work, my plan B didn't work, my plan C, my D, my E. I had to go down to my F on one dude. This dude tried to take me out. And everybody's trying to take you out. So every garden
Every guard
will be invaded.
will be invaded.
Not to think so
Not to think so.
is naive.
Naive.
You have to protect what's precious. People will go after what's precious. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I mean, when you go in stores, they got stickers on them to keep you from stealing. People will take your stuff. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So every garden will be invaded, and you got to protect what's valuable. Say protect
Protect
your valuables.
your valuable.
People
People.
will take.
Will take.
But I'm teaching you guys to be givers. So the queen moves horizontal, vertically, and diagonal. The queen is nothing more than a bishop and a rook all in one. So the queen in the center controls 27 squares. Where are my stars at? I have some stars, a package of stars.
Yeah.
Find my stars. Just keep looking. Just walk down there and keep looking. I had a package of stars. All right.
There they are.
Okay. Okay, now, the queen is the most powerful piece on the board. So in order to win a game, you would have to get the queen away from the king. Because the king could sacrifice herself to protect the king. So the queen and all these pieces are secret service. And the king is the president. The king is what? You are the president of your own life. And the people you surround yourself around are your secret service. And the purpose of your life is to surround yourself around people who have your best interests at heart. Everybody in your camp is not in your corner. Everybody on your team is not on your corner. So remember that. You got to be smart enough to know, okay, wait a minute, who's on my team? Some people not on your team. You got some good people on your team, you got some bad people, and you got what we call imposters. Imposters are the dangerous one, because the imposter is the one that you think is your friend and he's not. The ones that your enemies are okay because you know who they are, but the ones who are close to you who think you're your friend, they're not. Once you start repeating it, once you start saying it, it's who you are. Say this, it's no longer entertainment
It's
No longer entertainment
once you start entertaining it.
once you start entertaining it.
So surround yourself around people who can make you better. Yes?
Yes, sir.
So the queen moves horizontal, vertical, and diagonal. So the queen in the center controls 27 squares. How many squares?
27.
The queen can go anywhere, all the way to here. Look what the queen can do. All the way to here, all the way to here, all the way to here, here, all the way to here, and all the way to here, and here. Now look how powerful the queen is. Go like this. Go like this. Go like this. Go like this. So the queen controls 27 squares in the center. She's the most powerful piece on the board. She's the most what?
Powerful piece.
Now the knight in the center controls 8 squares. How many squares?
8.
So let's see how that looks. The knight is the only piece that can leap over all the other pieces. The knight is the only piece that can what?
Leave it for the other pieces.
Now, let me show you how the knight moves. 1, 2, jump. Help me out, class. 1, 2, jump. Help me out, class.
1, 2, jump.
You could do this.
1, 2, jump.
You could do it here.
1, 2, jump.
I need a drum beat.
1, 2, jump.
I need a drum beat. 1 to the 2 to the 1. Help me out, class. 1, 2, jump. Help me out, class. 2, jump. Help me out, class.
1, 2, jump.
Okay, now notice how the knight is very powerful, because the knight in essence can do something that even the queen can't do. The knight moves on the capital L. Capital what?
L.
1 to the 2 to the turn. Help me out, class.
1 to the 2 to the turn.
Help me out, class.
1 to the 2 to the turn.
So the knight moves on the capital L. Now the knight is the only piece that can leap over all the other pieces. Good job. Set it up. You see the pieces. Just, okay.
Hey.
Help him set them up.
What's up, man?
Okay, now I'm going to challenge someone up here in a few minutes. But before I challenge you, I want to go over all the moves, okay? Okay, now look. Say nature is neutral. Say no one better than me, and I'm no better than anyone else. Treat everybody you meet like the most important person in the world. I was a state trooper for 7 years. I had the blue light, the badge, the bulletproof vest. But everybody I stopped, I treated them like the most important person in the world. Why? Power was an illusion. Whatever you do comes back. I stopped this lady one time. I was real nice to her. I didn't know who she was, but I got a letter later from the governor. I didn't know that, but it didn't matter. I'm going to treat you like you're important. I'm not going to abuse you. Why? Because whatever I do to you is coming back to what? Yes, I got you on radar 109, but I don't have to put that on the ticket. I can, but I don't want to do you that way because it's going to cost you a lot of money. So my assignment in life is to be gentle. Say be gentle.
Be gentle.
Say be cool.
Be cool.
And say treat people like it's you.
Like it's you.
Because that person is you.
Is you.
Okay, look up here on the board. Come on in, Michael. Michael is a famous film director and an actor. And give him a hand, class. So this brother, you want to get to know this brother because this brother is going places. A lot of people meet famous people and they don't even know who they are. And so everybody you meet is famous and everybody you meet is important. Say everyone is important.
Is important.
Okay, now look up here on the board. Who can tell me the most powerful piece on the board? The queen. Who can tell me the most important piece on the board? King. All right, now I'm going to go over all the pieces and I'm going to challenge somebody. I think I'm going to challenge Olivia for the $1,000. All right, look up on the board. I'm going to go all the pieces. Pawns move straight ahead. Like I said, the pawn moves straight ahead. Now the pawn captures differently than it moves. For an example, if black goes here, what can white gobble gobble? So these pawns eat people. These people, they eat people. I can eat here. And if he go here, I can eat here. And now he can eat me back if he like. Okay, so pawns move straight ahead, but they capture the diagonal. So we got that. Any questions so far on the pawn? Any questions? Okay, focus, young man. All right, so pawns move straight ahead. Knight moves on the capital L. This is 0. It jumps. 1, 2, turn. It moves on the capital L. 1 up and 1 over. 2 up and 1 over. 1 to the 2 to the turn, okay? Now, if a queen is here, what can this white knight capture?
Queen.
So, that's how the knight moves. Now the pawn moves straight ahead. Bishop moves on slant. Rook moves like a block, side to side and straight ahead. When you castle, it can jump over. 1, 2, jump. You only get 1 castle per game. That's protecting your king. The queen can move horizontal, vertical, and diagonal. The queen is the most powerful piece on the board. She's worth 9. The queen is worth how much?
9.
Okay. Drop my mic. Okay. So who can tell me the power of the knight, the value? What's the value of the knight?
5.
Almost.
3.
Try again.
7.
9.
No. The knight is worth 3. Say 3.
Oh, 3.
That's like 3.
That's
I
okay.
thought you
3.
said queen.
So who can tell me the value of the pawn?
1.
So the pawn is worth 1, the knight is worth 3, the bishop is worth 3. So for the most part, the bishop and the knight are worth the same. The rook is worth 5, and the queen is worth 9. Now the king down here is worth the whole game. Whole what?
Whole game.
The king is worth the whole game. Now, if you lose the king, the game is what?
Over.
So your assignment, you have 2 goals when you're playing chess. Number 1, protect your king. And number 2, go after your opponent's king. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the king is the thing. If the king is trapped, the game is over. Now, come on up here, Olivia. Let's see how she's going to do. Come on up. Give her a hand clap.
All right.
Now, Olivia is my apprentice. She's been helping me out. I thank God for her. And she is very, very smart. And what I like about Olivia, and I want you guys to remember this, she reads on her own. How many books have you read? 5. She's always reading and she's always learning. I have over 800 books in my home. Nobody is going to outwork me. Got it? I don't roll like that. I'm like Will Smith. Will Smith said that if you on a treadmill with him, he going to beat you or die. You feel me? He said he gonna beat you or die. He said he gonna be on. So you got to be committed. Say committed.
Committed.
So I'm gonna play her a quick game. Then we're gonna hear from Micheal Angelo. Micheal is a famous actor and a film director. He's actually working on a movie now, but he broke away from doing a movie to get here. So we're gonna respect for his time. I'm gonna pull him up in a few minutes. Say take advantage of extraordinary expertise when it's available. This brother is bad to the bone. I'm gonna bring him up. So Micheal Angelo, come on up, doctor. Woo!
I understand that filmmaking may be a big glamorous or think it's a big deal, but to me, education is more important than anything because we have to make choices. And I think Mr. Hudson has taught you guys that chess is comparable to making life choices. Man, I think that's one of the greatest questions. I just did an interview for this magazine called Fuse. I think one of the
I saw you on the cover of that.
Yeah, Fuse magazine.
Dude was on the cover. Give him a hand clap for that. That's awesome.
Thank you. Every day I wake up and I see other people on TV. Like, I see other people. Hi, come on in. I'm a casting agent. I see other people on TV who are doing things bigger than I'm doing. I say to myself, man, I would love to get to this level, to rise or to ascend to the next of making it. So you have to have another strategy, another plan in case that doesn't fare out. So if you want to be a professional ball player, I say, hey, in my opinion as a teacher, I tell my kids, there's nothing wrong with that. But you must have another strategy in case that doesn't work out. Just like when you move a certain way, if that one doesn't work out, you got to do what? Move another way, have another strategy. So in life, always have a plan or you plan to fail. Always have a strategy or you will not succeed. So that's the most important thing I want you to get from me today is that you must have strategies and you must have a plan. You must stay focused. Okay, well, I've met a lot of people, everybody from Tyler Perry to Dish Nation cast to Sean Connery. I mean, just the list. I live in LA, so the list goes just expanded. When I had a chance to meet Micheal Angelo, that was more important to me. What's worth its weight in gold is meeting Micheal Angelo versus meeting Sean Puffy Combs. And Why the Caged Bird Sings, Phenomenal Woman. You look at his Bad Boy chart hits that were never, in my opinion, compared to what she's done to her Porky. So this is just like I said, what you consider to be important part of that.
A teachable moment. When you do what you love, you won't quit. Say do what you love.
What you love.
So when it get tough,
So when it gets tough,
you won't give up.
you won't give up.
Say I love what I do.
What I do.
Hello everyone, I just want to come out and express to everyone how excited I am to be here again. I came about 8 or 9 years ago with my son. He was about 10 or 11 years old. And what brought us here at that time was I saw something advertised talking about chess and how the way of life and how it can change your mind thinking and how it can just make an impact moving forward. And I'm always about motivational speaking and inspiration. Anything that can change and help my son, I'm all about it. So with that being said, at this time my son, he is now 19 years old, going on 20. He goes to Georgia Tech, and I do owe a lot of this to coming to this seminar back then. And the reason why I say that is, not only does he know how to play chess like a pro, but I believe that it definitely had a way of the way that he thought, because it impacted me as well. And that's why I'm here today on June 17, 2017. Came to pay a visit. No one expected me, and I just had to just give thanks. It's just a beautiful thing just to know that Orrin Hudson is still doing this for these children. The passion that he has, it has not changed. He has stayed consistent over all this time, and I'm just happy just to be a part of this. This is real, everyone. Please, please, I encourage you, no matter how old or young you are, please come out. He's offering these seminars for no charge. He is really wanting to change your lives, and it does. It really does. Today's seminar, I've learned even more things. He has special guests that always come out, someone different to keep it going. I get emotional when talking. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice, but just all I ask is that you just give him an opportunity to express what he has to say, and it can change your lives. Thank you. My name is Nafisa Najib. My son, Nair Najib, We want to thank Orrin Hudson and to be someone.org. But just all I ask is that you just give him an opportunity to express what he has to say, and it can change your lives. Thank you.
Get in the game, get in the game, say it.
Get in the game, get in the game.
Get your head in the game, head in the game, say it.
Get your head in the game, head in the game.
Stay in the game, stay in the game, say it.
Stay in the game, stay in the game.
Get on top of your game, say it.
Get on top of your game, top of your game.
What game, say it.
What game,
The game of life, say it.
the game of life, the game of life.
To be someone, you got to get in the game. I'm Orrin C.
Point, I'm losing because my clock is winning, and chances are excellent he's gonna win the money. Yes? But at the same time, I'm gonna train what? Professional. Do not try this what? It's my move. What can I do? Checkmate. Game over.
What?
So thanks for playing me.
Wow.
That's how I learn. I succeed by learning. Make it okay to fail. I am somebody.